AFC North predictions. EJ, back to go ahead and feed you some completely unresearched ideas in regards to the AFC North. That's the Cleveland Browns, Cincinnati Bengals, Pittsburgh Steelers, and Baltimore Ravens. Let's all just jump right to the front of the division. Pittsburgh and Baltimore are going to decide this thing once again. I really debated about who I thought was going to win this division. I'm going to go with Baltimore. I like Joe Flacco. I wish he would, put up better numbers as a quarterback, but I like him versus where Pittsburgh is right now, where they've just got, I don't really feel like their head is in the game this season. I don't really feel like, with all the other stuff going on around this team, that this team is focused on going 10-6, 11-5. So I feel like Pittsburgh is vulnerable this year. We've seen it happen to Pittsburgh in the past. They've had really bad seasons. Surprisingly, they had a really bad season a couple of years ago. And I think they're suspect of having that happen again. Baltimore, they've lost a couple of key people, but I think that was probably better moves for them anyway. A couple of those people they got rid of spent a lot of time injured in the last few years. So I think Baltimore is going to have a leg up on Pittsburgh, but it's going to be between these two teams as far as who takes the division. And then you've got the other two teams. Cleveland Browns, I think they are the clear favorite for third in the AFC North. I like Colt McCoy. I like Peyton Hillis. I like the coach. If they could play better defense, I think this team could really surprise some people this season. I don't think they can contend with the top two teams in this division, though. They're fighting a glass ceiling, not only because they're from Cleveland, but because of the two teams ahead of them being so successful for so long. I would love to see Cleveland, break 500 this year if possible, but I just don't have any faith in that actually happening. And then the worst team in football will be the Cincinnati Bengals. They will even be worse than the Kansas City Chiefs. And believe me, I think the Chiefs are awful. The Cincinnati Bengals are going to go down in history as one of the worst teams in NFL, in a single season in NFL history. Nothing makes sense about that club. None of the personnel decisions that they've made in the offseason have in any way pushed this team towards winning more games. They're going to win fewer games than they did last year, and I think they will be the future home of Andrew Luck, which would be awful for Luck. But I think this team has a very good shot of becoming the #1 pick in next year's NFL draft. So that's my conclusion with the NFC North, or the AFC North. I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens to win the division.